Let's just jump in. We'll get to TikTok in a second. Hello, Idiots on Parade, D2 Ugly for TV podcast. We mock the news so you don't have to. I'm Nathan Timmel, stand-up comedian in Iowa City. With me, as always, that was me holding in a burp, is Jake Vevra, stand-up comedian in New York City. Hello, Jake.
How's it going?
All is well here. I'm going to look at the timer because last time we had a problem with TikTok, it said after 5 minutes it went dead. So even though we closed it,
weird.
When the timer says 5 minutes, I'll reopen and then we'll try again.
Sounds
Rich,
good,
since you're watching, we had a very this. I don't know if it's the same guy, but every time Jake and I try to go live on TikTok, we get this request from either India or Pakistan. And today, the guy just was there. It's like, boom, like this straight, like we're trying to do our thing. It's nice that you want to join us, but it's our thing.
Properly use TikTok. YouTube is more our speed.
Well, it also, YouTube has very easy click, invite this person. TikTok has this section where it will randomly throw people at you. And I don't understand that.
It's chat roulette with less masturbating.
So you're drinking a Monster. I'm just drinking BCAAs. But I had a buddy today at pickleball. I hadn't seen him in a month. And I said, oh, you're drinking a Celsius. And he said, yeah, I switched to that after you read my label last time. He was drinking something called Bang, 300 milligrams of caffeine.
Hell yeah, dude.
He was getting wired. And once I pointed out that it was that much, he said, I'll just dial it back to the 200 Celsius offers. So
they don't call it Bang because it was invented by Mormons. It's a wild one.
That would be Cousin Bang. No, that'd be Alabama.
Right.
Mormons do that too. I'm still trying to have a new computer. I'm trying to figure out the best angle because it's smaller than my old one. I got a new MacBook Pro.
Yeah, Mormons are not allowed to have any other wives be their cousins.
Really?
Probably. I don't know. Well, I'd imagine if you allow polygamy.
Yeah.
You're probably pretty loose on the cousin thing. You know?
Yeah. I follow
a stickler about much, I feel, if you've got 5 wives.
I follow an ex-Mormon, lapsed Mormon, walked away on TikTok, and she's fascinating. She goes through and says, everything you think is a rumor is true. Like she showed a picture of herself in her magic underpants. She talks about how you can't get into the temple. It's like, I'm stunned that more people don't just walk away from these religions.
Well, I think that two things happens. You either get somebody who's so against it because of how extreme it is that they go way the other way, like that lady.
Yeah.
But it kind of takes balls and it takes commitment to do that. Because if you think about it, the more extreme the religion sect is, the more isolated it tends to be as a society. So what it is it's not that I'm worried about walking out on the church in the magic underpants and where am I going to get them? Well, I'm living among the heathens. They're the only ones that keep my balls comfy. No, it's you don't want to walk away from literally everyone you've ever known.
Oh yeah. When you're out, you are out.
Right. Yeah. It's if the only way I could be around my wife and kids was to pretend that any one of the Harry Potter books was real, I'd be like, yeah, the tree of whatever the fuck. It's really out there in jolly old England somewhere. And we should pray to it. Please don't leave me.
I think I follow. There's a atheist. He's a bald dude, very friendly. He's an entertainer, and so he's very like people say, "Hey, atheist, I got a gotcha question." He's like, "Hey, I'm an atheist. Tell me your question." Like he's very upbeat, but he is a former Mormon. And his wife is still Mormon. And He talks about it a little bit. He's like, hey, I have a thing going on in my household where I love my wife and she loves me, but she is still in the church and I have walked away. And he doesn't go into details a lot, but it's fascinating. Stream the Visceral. I threw him up a second ago. He says hi. I watch LA. Why would anyone believe in Mormon? She's the sort of like short blonde hair, Rich. I think she has a nose ring. Her best video was she did a breakdown of Mormons say, don't drink, don't do this, don't like she called the body a prison. And then she showed herself getting her first tattoo and drinking coffee. And she's like, the body is a playground. Have fun with your life. You're muted, Jake. You got the mute sign on. You're fucking around.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right, it's been 5 minutes. We'll stay on, but let's open TikTok again and see if we can get this to work without these strange, odd. I have hit live, so I'm ready to go live at any time.
I am live as well.
Okay, go live. Go live. 3, 2, 1, and okay, invite. There's Jake. Boom, invited. Just you.
I'm still waiting for the invite to come through. I don't see it yet. It's giving me the option to invite you, but I don't see your invite.
Try inviting me. One of us will invite the other. It's got to. Otherwise, we close and try again, or we just don't go live on TikTok because we. There we go.
There we are. Let me turn down the phone there, and we should be set.
All right. Hello, TikTok.
TikTok, and hello again.
Jason Jones, 8532. You can tune in. Carrie Nelson join. These people just come in and out as they always do because we kind of go live on TikTok, but we kind of ignore it. We're the Idiots on Parade podcast. We're going to make fun of the news right now.
Man, I look so. I know I say it every week. I look.
Yeah,
so
you look blue on YouTube. Yeah,
I do on the goddamn YouTube camera. And I know some of you out there watching on TikTok are like, yeah, but he doesn't look great. Well, not until you see the other camera, God damn it. It's ridiculous.
All right, let's jump in with the big news. I want to go first because to me, it's very funny.
I look like a canceled Smurf, Uncle Touchy. What? Anyway, go ahead.
You're a little more purple today than you are blue.
Yeah. It's
worse. Little purple.
I think it's, I got to figure something out with this.
All right, everybody. Bad news. Well, good. Do you think big ibuprofen paid RFK to drop the autism Tylenol bomb? Because this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say two things. One, my son is on the spectrum. My son is 11 years old, and last year when he was 10, I think I've told this story before. We live near the University of Iowa, so he went in for multiple hour tests multiple times. It's not just all right, look at this dot. Oh, you're autistic. Like he went through severe screening, and they said, yeah, he's on the spectrum. He's not. And the funny part was, all of my wife's family suspected it, and they talked amongst themselves and told her sister Jessica to approach her and say, and this was when he was like 4 or 5, they're like, have you thought about getting your son tested? And we're like, no, those are just his little quirks. He's a quirky kid.
He loves trains way too much for a boy his age.
Not everybody makes eye contact all the time, but either way.
He makes eye contact with the things that he's counting, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, now here's the kicker, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? My wife is allergic to acetaminophen, so therefore she has not had Tylenol since she was a child and had a reaction. And they said, oh, you're allergic to Tylenol, acetaminophen. So yes, I have an autistic child that no Tylenol. None. And the second thing I'll say, so that's one. That's part one of the funny part. Two is I read a report. The Swedish report that everyone's talking about is, well, the Swedish report says that, one, there's no tie, but two, the most damaging thing to a baby is fever, is being overheated. When do women take Tylenol? For a fever. So yes, the initial correlation was, oh, these women took Tylenol, but it's also she had a fever, the baby had a fever. Now you're going to have women that get a fever, or the baby gets hot and they don't take Tylenol. Guess what's going to happen? Rates are going to climb because RFK is a dumb fuck piece of shit and Trump is fucking stupid and just RFK licks his asshole. So Trump says, oh, I like that feeling of your tongue on my taint. So he'll just go with whatever's said. So, yep. Good job, everyone. Paying attention to fucking morons instead of people with, doctorates.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more low dosage Tylenol for pregnant women. Mm-hmm. No, I believe everything they said. My wife does not have the convenient excuse that your wife has. She took Tylenol the whole time she was pregnant because she's a terrible mother who loves Tylenol more than she loves her children.
I guess here's what I don't understand. I honestly don't take Tylenol all that much. I generally go to ibuprofen. Oh, didn't I make that joke up front? Do you think big ibuprofen paid off RFK? Do you think our big ibuprofen got in there and like, here's $1 million, say it's acetaminophen?
I think The CEO of ibuprofen was getting high and drunk on the weekend one night, watching a documentary about Tesla, saw what Edison did to him by shocking all them elephants or whatever the fuck, and going, this is why you can't use Tesla's electricity. Look, it's so dangerous. It killed an elephant, shit like that. And they were like, dude, what if we got our own animal called RFK and we put him in front of people? And he was like, don't take it. You're gonna have autism if you eat the ibuprofen or Tylenol or whatever.
Yeah, Tylenol.
That's what I think happened. And I think it's a big smear job by the boys over there at Big Profen. Profen's taking them down.
I've seen some great memes. My favorite two. One is I congratulate Johnson & Johnson on their future settlement. That was pretty funny.
That is true. That is true.
But then the other one was Dustin Hoffman and Tom Cruise in a certain movie at a gaming table, and the caption just said, "Me and the boys after downing a bottle of Tylenol and hitting Vegas."
Hell yeah, dude.
That was funny. See,
the thing is I kind of want my kids to be autistic because as a non-autistic dude, most of the people I know on the spectrum are making more money than me in their 40s. Let's be honest. They're better with money.
Yeah.
They're good with eye contact, so they're not wasting too much time at the fucking bars like I did my whole life. They're just at home, getting to bed by 10 o'clock, getting up and going over the numbers, making that money. That's what. So I've been giving my kid key bumps of Tylenol while we look at choo-choo trains. All right, I'm trying to increase this. I'm giving him booster shots every single week. It's crazy. I'm doing everything, man.
What we do in our house is we're going to show, we haven't done it yet. We watched Mission Impossible 3 last night, but the alternate, we were going to watch The Accountant, where Ben Affleck is the superpowered, focused accountant who is also an assassin on the side.
That's not a superhero for autistic kids.
No, but he's the assassin on the side. On the side, he also, you ever see The Accountant?
I've never seen it, no.
Oh, it's fucking great. The Accountant 2, piece of shit. It gets worse and worse as it goes on. The Accountant 2, the only thing fun watching is John Bernthal and Ben Affleck play off one another. It is a horrible, horrible movie. But The Accountant number 1 came out of nowhere, just a treat, just a surprise. That's Danger Aware, Nathan, your video last week about your neighbor was great. I'm going to tell you the truth here. I post something, and the next day I've already forgotten what I posted the day before. So you're going to have to tell me what video that was. I don't know. I do know this, though. I'm not trying to change subjects. TikTok has the on this day function where it shows you what you posted 1 year ago today. 1 year ago today, I posted, hey, we have an election coming up and everybody's talking about tariffs right now. Well, the last time Trump was in office, he enacted tariffs in 2018. And what happened? Did the economy grow and everybody enter a wonderful, wonderful new era of wealth? Or did we have to bail out farmers to the tune of $28 billion? And yeah, that was so. Here we are again with farmers going bankrupt, and not everyone, but like 87% of those dumb fucks voted against their own best interest and are now losing farms. Farmer suicide rates are high. 2018. This is not deep history.
With their own pitchforks.
What's that? Oh, their own pitchforks.
That's
yeah.
Right. That's right. Dude, they're a bunch of welfare queens in overalls, these farmers. Look what
the predator neighbor. That's right. I had a neighbor 7 houses down. I didn't know who he was, but the FBI raided his house because he drove to, I think it was Tennessee, and he met a 13-year-old girl online, and it wasn't Chris Hansen. It was a 13-year-old girl, and so he drove to Tennessee, got her, and this is fucked up. He and his wife were getting a divorce, but they couldn't separate. So he was living in the basement of the house. She was living in the top part of the house. And he was able to smuggle a 13-year-old girl under his wife. Like maybe she was at work that day or ex-wife, or I'm not sure if they were through the divorce yet.
This was like down the street from you?
This was 7 houses from me.
That's creepy as fuck, man.
Dude, what's creepy is at the time, there are 2 subdivisions that are separated by a green space, and the green space has a crosswalk on it. I took a map out when I posted it as a blog, posted not a screenshot, but a Google map of the guy's house. So I took the address, all the identifying marks off. But it's like my daughter every day would walk that crosswalk to the other subdivision to her best friend's house. So they were walking back and forth in eye shot every goddamn day. Now, The neat thing, it's scary and stupid, but after that happened, after everybody raided the house and got the kid, I've read some reports and some surveys. My daughter is technically safer walking by a predator's house these days because they find, like he did this one, online. Everybody thinks, oh, my child is safe. They're in their room, but the World Wide Web is not safe. So now kids going out and playing, even with strangers around, is safer than a kid in their room safe online. Because
so what you're telling me basically is it's sort of the idea of like, well, being next to a prison is the safest place to be, because if they break out, they're gone. They ain't hanging around. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that, but with kitty diddlers. It's sort of like they don't shit where they eat, so to speak. They don't diddle where they sleep. And so they, you kind of want to download one of those Megan Laws apps and move right next to one. That way, that you're safe. I get
yes. Peacemaker. I haven't seen that. I want to go back to this. My son is at Woodward, Iowa for pervasive autism. Yes, I call bullshit. At Woodward, is that an institution or a learning center, or what is Woodward, so that we know why your son is there? Is it extreme autism? But yeah, are you saying you call bullshit like your wife wasn't chugging Tylenol, or maybe she? Yeah. So I'm Mike. Clarify, please.
Well, I will say the press conference given by Trump and RFK. See, even if you're going to push medical misinformation, whatever, just have a fucking doctor do it. Have a guy in a lab coat that at least uses the right big words.
Put a stethoscope around their neck.
Yeah. Just have them know the words. You're not I mean, and you're like, what?
We knew Trump was going to fuck that up, and he did not disappoint. That was beautiful. I said, well, let's see what it is. I'm like, how do you take medical advice from someone that can't say the word?
I can't say acetaminophen. If I was just reading it before this happened, I don't even know that I said it right just now. But here's the thing. I'm not standing in front of the nation telling them that they should or shouldn't take a medicine based off what I'm reading. You know what I mean? Like, if you're, I get why you want to use the big word. Makes you smarter using big words. You know who doesn't use big words? Dummies like me. But here's the thing with big words: if you fuck up the word, now you sound even dumber than the guy that uses little words. You were trying to be smarter than me with the big word, but then now you're dumber than me all of a sudden because you did all the stumbling. So you got to get a doctor to actually push the medical misinformation that can pronounce all the words and tell you that you shouldn't take it. Otherwise, it's not going to work because they both sounded crazy. And plus, RFK, I'm not taking health advice from that voice. You know what I mean? It's just not happening. But if he really wants to sell this thing, and he doesn't have any doctors that'll work with him anymore, which I'm sure is probably the case. He's just got to go and be like, my voice sounds like this because I took Tylenol. I'd be like, dude, I'm never taking Tylenol again. You see what he did to his voice? He sounds like a SpongeBob character, just deep-throated a gravel pit. It's ibuprofen for me for life.
He said he got that from.
I don't take fentanyl before Tylenol.
He said he had wasn't that a flu shot? I'm pretty sure it was a vaccination of some that. That's what he did. That's what I got this voice from. I don't know if it was flu, but it was a vaccine.
I heard him on a podcast say flu shot.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question here, or not a question. I think I have an answer. Boom, right there. Carl L. There's community guidelines here. Are you kidding me, Carl? If there are guidelines, it's not set up by us. It's like YouTube overlord guidelines. You can say whatever you want to us about us in the chat. You can insult us, you can agree with us, you can disagree. So if there are community guidelines, they are overview YouTube guidelines. They are not us coming down. Oh, Ultra has something, but I'm going to get to it. So
you can say wild, unpatriotic things against the government here, like Tylenol's fine to take.
All right, I'm going to pull up. Let me find the actual headline. That's not it. Oh, well, it's different. Okay, so I'll read Ultra Pop. Did you see Ben Affleck's daughter's speech the other day? And I have this because it's sort of related.
No, I didn't.
Meghan McCain slams Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner's daughter's UN speech. Here we go. Meghan McCain slams her speech. Quote, "This is why people hate Nepo Babies."
And she should know he was on The View.
Why the fuck did you get on The View?
People damn sure hated her.
What did you do to get on The View? You are a nobody. All you have is the last name McCain. That is it. It's like
you see, I kind of like the idea of her doing it as a Nepo baby. Let me tell you what people hate us. Exhibit A.
But that would be the best part. If she had said us, I get it. That's what people hated me for being on The View, for having no talent or nothing insightful to say. But
she's like defending it. She's like, listen, I grew up around talented people. I swam out of the balls of a great man. Nepo baby is our word. How dare you call us the N-word?
Yes, because her actual tweet, which she took down, said every single thing about all of this is why people hate Nepo babies so much. All she had to do was add one word: us. Nepo babies so much. Us, because you are a fucking talentless Nepo baby. Now, to the speech, though, when I'm scrolling down, I see the little girl. She's listed as a youth advocate because she's just a kid, so I don't want to pick on her too much. But she's wearing a mask, and I sort of went, wait, what? What year is it? She spoke at the UN calling for mask mandates in 2025. It's like, can we get away from the mandates? If you're sick, put a mask on. If you're worried that, you might get sick or immunocompromised, put a mask on. Let's not mandate fucking everyone. No mask mandates. If there's a big virus break, sure. But just this casual, we should do it just in case. No. So I thought I thought Meghan McCain was funny, but two, let's not talk mask mandates in 2025 unless we are in crisis.
I don't even like when swingers conventions mandate that I wear a condom. Now you want me to wear a mask in 2025? What are we talking about? Huh? I'm playing it loose. You only live once.
You ever been to a swingers thing?
No.
My buddy has. He said it's like everything you've heard. One, for him, he said everybody's generally not as hot as you'd think, and two, the women are absolutely in control. Like, you do not get to get to start. It's like they get to pick and choose who they bone. But
I do remember seeing those on Real Sex on HBO.
Yes.
They would always have those weird sections where it would be like segment 1, strippers in Atlanta. Segment 2, porn stars in Vegas. Segment 3, bunch of 75-year-old swingers fucking in the mud. And it's like, well, I don't want to see this. Sex is too real. Go back to fake sex. I think that's more my speed. I know a lot of you are sitting there thinking, especially on YouTube with my bad camera, Jake, little hypocritical, you calling any kind of swingers ugly. I would have been the Timothy Chalamet of this swingers convention. I would have been Sydney Sweeney if I showed up there.
This has nothing to do with anything. I almost sent you a clickbait headline. It was like, Sydney Sweeney posts new Instagram and fans are saying she's the most gorgeous person ever. I'm like, she's gorgeous. Let's take a look. It's not a good picture. It's just like an advertisement shot. And she's sort of, I almost said it because like, can we not just clickbait everything? She's hot. If you're going to make it a hot picture. Like, you don't need that. But my wife didn't take any drugs, all natural. Yeah. And there you go. So no Tylenol and another autism. That's how it goes. 19-year-old. Well, she's a 19-year-old kid. I don't know. Maybe she had more virus are spread by flatus than sneezes. Farts? Flatus? What's flatus? So we should have been wearing diapers instead of masks. Was that supposed to be farts or feces? Feces than sneezes? I don't know.
I don't know what a flatus is. Again, I shouldn't be giving medical advice.
Yeah. All right. So that was Megan. What was that? Oh, let's talk this other. Oh, this is already updated. So I tossed this your way because it was a political football and it was just funny. But now it's even been updated. Sinclair's ABC stations did not air Charlie Kirk's special as planned after Jimmy Kimmel's suspension. They carried a Celebrity Family Feud rerun instead. So they put up all this stink. Let's get Jimmy Kimmel off the air. Charlie Kirk's a hero. How dare he? And then they don't even show the memorial. And I don't know if you saw the news yesterday, but they all caved. All the Nextar, all the Sinclair are going to start broadcasting Jimmy Kimmel again. Like his return, they did not broadcast. It got big ratings as it's going to, and then it'll level off again. They'll dip. Right, yeah. But now they've all caved. So all this big hullabaloo was just to fucking put pressure on media they didn't like, and it seems to. Luckily, not have worked. But still, scary fucking times when Disney and ABC fucking cut and run so quickly and act like pussies.
It is. I do like that. That the market kind of forced their hand in this one, because make no mistake about it, this was the government threatening them. They were being threatened by the FCC, and all you people out there going, well, what about when this happened to Roseanne? Derp, 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 derp. Like, you
mean during Trump's last presidency, not Obama, like you've been trying to say online? Remember when Obama did Roseanne? No, I don't remember that because it didn't happen.
No, and more importantly, that's funny. I thought it was under Biden, but that either way,
they said it was 2018.
Right. Whether it was Trump or Biden, the government did not put pressure on ABC. Now, I didn't think she should be fired. You know what I mean? I didn't think she should be fired for it. I don't think it affected the show. I think she's just a crazy lady that just says wild shit. I don't even think she thought she was like, I believe her when she said, quote, I thought that was wild. Like, I
2018.
Yeah. And so it's like, there's a difference between a company caving to pressure on the internet and shit.
Yep.
And then a company caving to pressure from the federal government, which is what the FCC is. So that's ridiculous, man. This is the one thing that could have saved late night. Is people watch stuff more online now. Late night as an industry's been having problems. It has nothing to do with the host's political takes or how funny they are or whatever. It's just the industry is changing. It's happening to a lot of shit. The only thing that could have saved it is Trump doing this.
Did you let me Google it and see if I can find it. Revenue, late night talk shows. Because I saw so they said when Colbert was canceled, but he's number one. Well, he was number one in the broadcast. But I did see a chart that showed John Oliver brought in several $100 million in streaming revenue, not just on HBO, but like YouTube and all the other sources. And they kept breaking it down. And Colbert was actually dead last on that chart. So yes, Colbert had the number one broadcast ratings at like 3 million, which is, it used to be nothing. Now it's a lot. But, he was definitely at the bottom of the streaming revenue. And that's where Kimmel was, he's the low rated Kimmel, but people watch his shit online, bumping the streaming revenue. It's just money. It's literally money.
Now, one thing that I will kind of cede a bit to the conservatives kind of doing the whataboutism is when they point out the Biden administration stepping in with social media companies to take Hunter Biden's laptop pics off there. And
when they said, hey, don't say this about COVID. The Biden administration came in and said, do not say this about COVID. Say this. Yeah.
Now, I enjoy Hunter Biden's laptop pics way more than the Kimmel show. So I'm a little bit both sidesy on this.
I just found it. It took me 3 clicks to finally get the right thing. John Oliver brings in $184 million in streaming after they film it. Fallon 122, Jimmy Kimmel 85, Seth Meyers 68, Bill Maher 63, and at the bottom was Colbert with 58 million. So he was at the bottom, and this is when you add HBO, Peacock, and YouTube. And
I mean, those YouTube clips are they get a lot of views.
So he was definitely at the bottom of the, and so that's why they. And I'm sure it could have been like a 70-30, 80-20. I'm sure there was like, well, maybe we will, because all the tech companies and a lot of them are caving to pressure. Like, we should keep Trump happy. Well, and it's a pussy move.
I think that ABC was trying to do some kind of big merger,
Yeah, they were. Well, Disney wanted the merger. Disney wanted to buy yet another company.
Right.
And so, they wanted the FCC. They needed the FCC approval. And so they wanted to make nice.
Back because basically what the Trump administration did to them, they did the authoritarian thing of, you can either take the silver or take the lead. And the companies were they were like, you got silver? Oh my God, we love silver. We were hoping someone was going to offer silver. Oh yeah. You don't need the lead at all. I mean, do you have gold? Shit, honestly, we would have taken copper. We'll sell out for anything. And the market was like, no, hey, we will unsubscribe to your services and you will indeed lose more silver than they're offering.
Yeah. That was great about Kimmel's return. I sort of skimmed it. I didn't watch it, but I'd love to say I'd like to read a statement from ABC, from Disney, from my parent company. To reactivate your account. That was fucking great. That was just a good comedic timing to reactivate. I thought this was funny in the chat. They're talking about, oh, you know who was good? Carson. You know who was good was Craig Ferguson. And then right down here, like, boom, I enjoyed Tom Snyder. Rich, you're showing your age. Tom Snyder hasn't been around for. Tom Snyder was pre Craig Ferguson. I remember him, but yeah, it was.
I don't remember him. Yeah.
Paul finally showed up. Hello. Oh, all right. Next story. What? Nope, that's the autism one. I don't want to talk about that yet. Well, let's stay on this just because it was stupid. And I only have a couple more stories. I sent you a clip on TikTok of the Charlie Kirk Memorial, which I thought was fascinating. The stadium was full, ... And then Trump starts speaking. And that place clears out. What I would like to know about this video that's showing Trump on stage speaking.
I'm calling bullshit on it.
Well, no. They do have video of him. I want to know at what point this was, because Trump has been known to go on for hours.
Well, right,
was this at minute number 1 or minute number 45?
I'm thinking 45.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
It would be bigger news if it cleared out that
If
much.
it was like, here's Donald Trump and everybody left. But I did think it was interesting that people did just kind of like, all right, we've seen this before. And they did, because it was pretty fucking empty by the end. There were a lot of open seats.
Yeah, it's, I get wanting to beat the traffic. You know what I mean? like we've mourned. We saw all the lights and flashy pyros that they were going to do, like you do at a funeral. And so we've seen all that stuff. Let's get the hell out of here before 30,000 other people are in line. It was
the stadium, so it's at least 60.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucked up. I should have put this story when I brought up the farmers and the fact that last year I did a video talking about tariffs in 2018.
Yeah.
I should have segued to this story because now it's sort of disjointed, but I do want to jump to this because who cares about the who left while Trump was on stage? It's one of those videos that someone posts, so all the liberals post it like, yeah, look at all the people leaving on Trump. And that's why I couched it with, okay, but when? This is not like, and Trump takes the stage and everybody.
This would be everywhere if that was the case.
Yeah. All right. This is fascinating, and I don't know if I can do it justice. The headline is, the frustration is overwhelming. Soybean farmers feel betrayed as Argentina blows a hole in rural America's $47 billion soybean bonanza. This is like a goddamn soap opera. So Argentina has runaway inflation and runaway unemployment, and I believe they have tariffs. Trump gets elected.
And they got a leader with crazy hair. You want to talk about a guy whose mother was mainlining Tylenol while she was pregnant. Oh, my God. Look at that guy.
But either way, so Trump gets elected. He enacts tariffs. The farmers just fucking, as I said earlier, that was a hiccup burp. I said earlier, going bankrupt like mad. Argentina is about to collapse. They drop their tariff. They go zero tariff on exports or import, whatever they do, they work out a deal. So China jumps in and buys, they had the number, but billions of dollars. They buy a fuck ton of Argentinian soybeans. And now on top of it, we are entering into a $20 billion swap with Argentina's central bank as part of an effort to increase the flow of capital Argentina needs. And so not only did we fuck our own farmers, now we are giving the country that is fucking. So we fucked our farmers. Now the Argentina's getting, they're not fucking us. They're just being Argentina, but they still need more. So not only do we fuck our farmers.
That's their national slogan. It says that right on. We're not fucking you. We're just being Argentinian.
We're just being.
Yeah. That says that when you drive in.
But the whole point is now we're into $20 billion to Argentina as our farmers go bankrupt. This is a fucking soap opera. The mess of it all. And again, farmers, you voted for this. Everyone knew this was coming because we saw it not in the 1880s, not in the 70s. 2018. This just fucking happened and you voted for it again. Oh my God.
I mean,
It's just,
he said he was going to lower costs by putting a bunch of taxes on goods from it. So.
oh, wow. Make Argentina greedy again. Well, I don't know about greedy, but give them our money again.
Yeah, that said, that guy does look like a fun hang that runs that place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's his name again? I didn't he win like by a squeaker? It was like him versus it was him versus establishment, and establishment said, "Please don't do this," and they said, "Hey, we've tried establishment. We're going crazy, and this is where we are." Yeah, oh, look, it's even at the bottom. It's even at the bottom of this article. Aftershocks from the 2018 trade war. During Trump's first administration, U.S. farmers lost $27 billion in exports as a result of a trade war with China. And during that period, they jumped to a 30-year low. And Brazil's market reached a peak. So now they're going to Argentina. They already went to Brazil. Whoever comes in next we're going to have to beg to get the Chinese market back. I mean, and apparently we had it
because hire John Cena. He was good at begging to get Chinese market back. He's the best at it.
I don't give a shit about Biden. The quarter two of 2024 soybean purchases from U.S. Chinese was 3.16 billion. Quarter two of 2025, zero. So somehow after that 2018 trade war, Biden did something and got him buying American soybeans again. And here we are again. Oh, there was the line right there. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Argentina won't shed a tear over our farmers. No, they will not.
No.
All right. I don't feel like talking about the last story because it's stupid. It's just, I'll bring it up because I don't want to hypocrisy, but we have bitched in the past about a stupid right-wing GoFundMe that someone does something racist or is an asshole, and racists and assholes give them money. Well, these two fucking idiot sisters went and vandalized a Charlie Kirk memorial, which, if you don't like Charlie Kirk, here's an idea. Just ignore the memorial. Don't pay respects. Just leave it alone. Just like, oh, you like Charlie Kirk? You're sad that he died? Okay, go have your feelings. But they went and vandalized it, and then something happened. But either way, they started a GoFundMe, fight against fascism, but it's not. It's F4CISM. I don't know why they didn't write fascism, but F4 to help pay our legal fees. We are being doxxed online, and my sibling was fired from their job. Oh, their job, not her job. So it's two sisters, but one of the sisters fired from their job. Direct violation of her First Amendment rights and unconstitutional. You didn't get fired for your First Amendment right. You got fired because you did, that it's not First Amendment to go fucking kick over candles that someone set up because they're sad that someone else died. But either way, the whole point of this is,
right.
The whole point is GoFundMe would not allow racist assholes to raise money on their site. But these two fucking cunts have raised $23,000 because assholes on the left are like, yeah, you should kick over that Charlie Kirk memorial, vandalize all you want because it's.
Doesn't seem petty. As somebody who doesn't agree with Charlie Kirk on much, I think the dude's had enough. It's been a rough month for that guy. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really need to add salt on the wound. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's good.
Yeah.
Maybe we just shit talk Nick Fuentes or something. You know what I mean? Like Charlie Kirk. What do you feel like you need to go in on Charlie Kirk for? And as you point out, wildly hypocritical because these exact same people, if somebody got fired for kicking over candles at like Melissa Hortman's,
they'd be raising money on that asshole site
or whatever. Yeah. If somebody vandalized a George Floyd painting or something and got fired, you wouldn't feel bad for them.
No.
So, what is this bullshit?
But what I said at the end, I think I said it, but the hypocrisy of GoFundMe from saying, oh, yes, we agree with this one. These two should be able to raise money because they, vandalized a Charlie Kirk memorial. But that horrible woman that dropped the N-bomb on the kid, well, that's a bridge too far. Maybe if you're going to have standards, fucking level them off and not, pick and choose by what you like. These girls.
You got to let them both on. And that's why later, I am going to vandalize the Charlie Kirk Memorial while saying something racist to a kid. I'm going to get money from both the right and the left, baby. That's called the Big Tent. That's called the Big Tent. That's called the purple bumper sticker right there. You know why McDonald's doesn't endorse candidates? Because they want people driving through their drive-thru with both red and blue bumper stickers. That's going to be me, baby.
I honestly, when you started that, I didn't know where you were going to go. I guessed you were going to go one direction and you took it a better direction. So kudos. That was funny. I thought you were going to bring me in.
You're a bad guesser.
Well, I thought that you were going to include your friend and that we were going to split, divide and conquer for the podcast, that one of us would say something racist while the other one said, vandalized the Charlie Kirk thing. And that way we would piss off. But I thought I was going to get to either.
Be like the Odd Couple.
Yeah.
One of us will scream slurs at children and the other one will kick over candles at memorials.
Yes, only right-wing memorials, only Charlie Kirk memorials, or the other one will. One of us, we could try and do another way. One goes to Minneapolis, and vandalizes a George Floyd, and so then the other one, I don't know, gives vaccinations to toddlers.
I'll paint in the rest of the mural where he's punching a pregnant woman in the face.
All right. Those are all the stories we had. I do want to, before we end, we only have a couple minutes. Jake yells at me a lot, deservedly so. And I hold my ground because I am a stubborn mule, but I have heard nothing but excellent things about the Charlie Sheen documentary on Netflix, which I don't have Netflix. He tells me to get it. Jake, before we go, give us just a quick brief rundown. I've heard insane things. I've heard him interviewed. I want to read the book.
It's wild. It's great. It's as good as you think it's going to be. And it's so funny, man, because I just started watching the Kanye one too on there, which is very good. And I'm only at the part where Kanye's kind of in his younger career, where he's kind of cool to people so far. Like he's okay, or he's really made it. But you don't really seem to have people around Kanye that seem to really like him that much anymore. Yeah, it tends to be a bunch of yes men. Charlie Sheen also had yes men, but you can tell they really loved him. Like there's they interview one of his coke dealers who was like hanging out with him when he was on what was it? Two men in a what was the show?
A baby, two and a half men. Yeah.
So he
and the fat kid turned all Christian. Yeah.
I didn't realize how much money he was making on that show.
Yeah.
He was making like $2 million an episode. He was like the highest paid dude in sitcom history.
Yep.
And apparently this guy, his drug dealer, he would pay him like $15,000 a day just to hang out with him. Sometimes he'd bring the drugs when they needed some. Sometimes he'd get the hookers, whatever. Sometimes they just hang out and watch movies. But he's talking about how much he loved them,
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, if you're getting $15,000 a day, you're going to be pretty happy. But the other people in Charlie Sheen's life, and I love this. It is the greatest way I've ever heard of somebody getting off crack. They got a hold of this guy and was like, listen, I know he doesn't want to stop smoking crack. We try to get him. You're his crack dealer. We're worried about him. And we love him. You love him. Will you just start weaning him off the crack by stepping on it a lot? And so he kept weeding down his crack to where eventually Charlie Kirk was just smoking baking soda, just going, I guess all my crack receptors are gone.
Charlie Sheen. You just said Charlie Kirk with Charlie Sheen. We're not getting a lawsuit from Charlie Kirk's ex-wife. That was a slip of the tongue. That was not Charlie Kirk smoking crack. It was Charlie.
Yeah. Who'd have thought that Charlie Sheen was going to outlive Charlie Kirk? Anyway, so they weaned him off it. Was weaning. Oh,
that's beautiful.
Without knowing it, they were giving him like a crackhead patch. Like a little
nicotine patch. That's beautiful.
What they were doing. And at first he was just stepping on it a little bit, and then it was like, half baking soda, half Coke, and, and so on and so on. And eventually he's just smoking rocked up baking soda. And got him off crack like that. What kind of drug dealer ever does that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, one with a heart. A drug dealer with a heart.
Hashtag not all drug. So maybe stop bombing every little boat that's coming over here from Venezuela, because some of them are nice fucking guys. Okay?
And with that, we will sign off. Thank you for joining us. Carl says that he's happy the coffee's cheap now that we. I don't know where you are, but America. Coffee prices are going through the fucking roof. United States, Paul, picking and choosing how you enforce standards is the Christian way. Yes, it is. I don't think GoFundMe pretends to be Christian. It's the other one that does. Charlie Sheen and Hunter Biden for president and vice president. And here's the best part. Switch them at 2 years just for fun, because we've never done that. You know, they get elected.
No co-presidents.
They got elected to a 4-year term, so 2 years one, 2 years the other, like a co-headlining bill. Like when Def Leppard and Motley Crue went on tour, Motley Crue headlined tonight, Def Leppard the next night. They just keep taking changes. They're not for the Democratic Party. They're not for the. They're just for the party. Yes, that's the slogan right there. Hunter Biden and Charlie Sheen. We're not Democrats. We're not Republicans. We're just here for the party. We're not here for either party. We're just here for the party.
You think the Liberty Bell's got a crack at it? Check out the White House now, baby.
Thanks, Rich. All right, we're out of here. Thanks, TikTok. We ignored you again, but and if the guy that tried to jump in on our hosting, sorry, dude. It's not like we don't like you. It's just that this is our stupid little dynamic, and yeah, we're used to picking on each other and being good. All right, we're good. Bye, everyone.
For 6 years, the Viet Cong forced John McCain to take Tylenol, and now his daughter's saying stupid shit on the internet.
All right, my.